Maintenance in Colorado, also commonly known as alimony, is meant to be spousal support from the higher earner to the lower earner post-divorce. There is a calculator in the state of Colorado, the calculator we have access to, the judge will use if you end up in trial over the issue, but that calculation is just a guideline. Now, often we see judges follow the calculator or the guideline because what's easier than just following that? But it's not always. It is discretionary, and so if you have convincing reasons why your alimony or maintenance should be higher or lower, the court will absolutely consider those.
Even though the state of Colorado has alimony guidelines, the court isn't always going to apply those guidelines. In fact, the court is required to look at a variety of factors when determining what the appropriate alimony actually is in a case. Probably the two most important factors are need and ability to pay. So the person requesting alimony establishes that need by doing a post-divorce budget. That is why budgets are so important to the alimony process. Also, the ability to pay is something that the court will look at. That means you need to understand the full picture of what your spouse's earnings are in order to come to that accurately. Other factors can be things like age, your ability to earn in the future, what your lifestyle is like. So all of those things are going to be considered and brought to bear when the court is actually determining your alimony award.
Spousal support or maintenance is different than child support. It is meant to continue a lifestyle and make sure that the lower earner spouse can sort of continue the lifestyle that was built during the marriage. Some major challenges that come with that, though, when you're determining maintenance in a case are: what is a person capable of earning? If you have a spouse who hasn't worked in years, should they be working? Are they capable of earning minimum wage? Is it something more? That's a common challenge that comes up. How long should maintenance be? Does it need to gradually increase or gradually decrease? These are things that we can get creative about to overcome those challenges. Unfortunately, maintenance in Colorado is calculated pre-tax, and so the court and lawyers are using your gross income, and that can be painful for people when they think about paying the other person post-tax. So those are challenges that come up in the case, and attorneys can certainly help you walk through that.
A couple of things that a lot of attorneys don't talk about when they're discussing alimony with their clients are actually receiving property in lieu of alimony and how to secure your alimony payment once it is actually awarded by the court. Tax consequences for alimony payments have changed. It used to be that alimony payments could be deductible to the person paying and taxable to the person receiving. That allowed attorneys to craft agreements to minimize the impact of taxation on alimony payments. Under the Trump administration, that completely went away. So every payment that is made for alimony is a post-tax payment. So if you think about this, if you have enough property to equalize alimony, then you do an unequal property settlement and you waive alimony, and that way it is not a taxable event. You can save thousands of dollars doing that. And then the last one that is probably missed the most is that you need to secure your alimony payment. Meaning, if your spouse is paying alimony and they pass away, that is typically the end of alimony, but it doesn't have to be that way. The court has the authority, and I think they're mostly inclined to require the other party to secure that alimony. The easiest way to do it is to get a life insurance policy for the amount of the child support and name the person who's receiving the child support as the beneficiary. So if you keep an eye on those two things, that is how you're going to maximize your ability to get and utilize your alimony.